Okay, Sawasdee Krap, and this is Ajahn Brian once again for Unit 10, and the topic that we are going to study is jobs. So let me continue from what I was talking to you. Getting a job is very difficult in today's world. It's very difficult. There are thousands and thousands of graduates getting out of college every year. There are so many universities in Thailand. Our university is one of the top in Thailand, and now this year in October, so many graduates and so many postgraduates and so many PhD students will be going out into the wide world. Some of them have degrees in music, sports science, engineering, international business management, accountancy, nursing, dentistry. Oh my God, there's so in my university we have 17 faculties, and from every faculty some students are graduating this year, and all those who are graduating will be out searching for jobs. Now, when you look for a job, what are the things you look for? One, a job that is nearby to your house, nearby to your hometown, a job that is easily commutable, that you can go easily and commute easily. Not that you are from Chiang Mai and get a job in Bangkok. Well, acceptable. You may want it to have a change of life. You may want to come to Bangkok because you want to have a different feeling from Chiang Mai. But then remember that you have to your job package should also bring you money, because you need to pay for your housing. You have to pay for the rent of the house, the apartment or the condo that you're renting out. Before this, you were at home and your mom and dad cooked for you. Now you need to buy food for yourself. So you need to take into consideration many things before you sign your contract and say okay to the job. You know, nowadays everything is so expensive. 25 years ago or 30 years ago, the petrol namman in Bangkok was 8 baht and 9 baht. You'll believe me? No, you'll say, Teacher Brian, what are you talking? It's true. My first Yamaha bike, I used to put around 8 baht or 10 baht, 9 baht I suppose. Gold was only 2,500 baht, 2,500 baht, 1 baht. Now it's nearly 70,000, like it's gone, like my good God, I'm not good in maths, but it's tripled up, it's jumped up so high. So, taking into consideration all these things, you need to look for a job that will give you happiness, a job that will pay you well, a job that will give you peace of mind. Like if you work in a company, your colleagues, your staff members should be good to you. Sometimes you land up in a job with a good salary but a bad boss, and the boss starts bothering you whole day, so much so you get tired and say, okay, I'm leaving. So there are some of the well-paid jobs in Thailand, I think so, are engineering, doctors, lawyers, but it should be a good lawyer. Fighting your case very well, which is very important. You should win your client and give him satisfaction for the worth of his money. But there are other jobs that are not well paid, but it's okay. So think about it. Even when you're studying, when you're going to study, you should think, what course, what faculty should I join? I have a student, and I don't want to tell you her name. She's Chinese. She has done her master's degree. I am quite sure about it. I don't know. But in one faculty, and she has, no. She has done a master's in business management, that's right. She has her own business in China. She runs her own company, and now she's studying, doing a PhD in education. So, isn't it strange? Because you are a businesswoman, you got a big business in Guangzhou, and you should do something to improve your business. So you should do a PhD in business, in economics, or finance, or accountancy. But why are you doing a PhD in the education faculty? Are you going to be a teacher? No, she said. So why? Why are you doing your PhD in education? What's the problem? What's the idea behind? Maybe, some people have got too much money and they don't know what to do with the money. So they just squander the money here and there. They do something because they want to do it. Because they don't know where to put that money in. Maybe that's the case. I don't know about her. I just was wondering why a lady who has got her own business in China wants to do a PhD in education. Why? So I was confused. Okay. Now, some jobs that you should do a job that you are guaranteeing yourself that after you finish your university, you don't have to go hunting for a job. Your job comes right to your door. So today's world, being a doctor or being a computer engineer, boy who can, run a game or make a new game, invent a new game, because nowadays people are glued to their mobile phones playing weird games. And they asked me, teacher, we want to play. I said, I don't even know how to play a game. I don't even know what's the game about. But they go on playing games. Okay? So, that's the thing. So, in this chapter, we will understand what does each person do. Teacher Brian is a teacher, so I have to teach English. So, understand what each person does. Okay, let's turn to page number 112. So, if you want to apply for a job, you want to samak thamngan. Okay, you need to apply, get a form, form con, and then you must you must know if there is an opening for your job. Okay, like if you walk into a company and you want to be a marketing manager, and when you go there, they say, no, we don't have any position for a marketing manager here. So you wasted your time going there. And nowadays, we have websites, you have an internet, so everything is so easy. I'm not good in computers, nor am I good in any of these electronic things, multimedia, no, I don't know. So what you can do is Google search. Put your information into a Google, or now we have the AI, artificial intelligence. You just click into all that chat GPT. Yes, you can just Google them and say, I'm looking for a job, and put in your qualification. You'll get a load full of jobs coming up. And be free to choose from whichever you want to. Then, after you get the application, then you choose what position you want to work. Supposing you've done your MBA in management or Masters in Business Administration in finance. You can't get a job as a sales and marketing manager. No, it's a completely contradicting faculty that you studied, your major. Your major is finance, so you should find a job in finance, like payroll, stuff like that. I've seen so many students, they have studied one degree and they work in something else. How do they relate that work experience they've done to the job? Okay. Next. You must find out whether there is a vacancy and whether they require your qualifications in that company. Then you are an applicant or a candidate. Then you need to put all your credentials, your qualifications, Then you got to write your personal data. Personal data means like how old are you? Are you married? Can you speak English? Do you have why did you leave your present job, or why are you leaving the present job? What's the problem there? All these things come. Then comes educational background, experience if you had before. Okay. Now, next, if you have any special ability, like you have done computer programming, you have done some IELTS or TESOL or TOEIC exam, or any of these English proficiency exams. Marital status, that means are you married, divorced, in a relationship, you should mention. Military status, that is for Thailand. In other countries, in many countries in Europe, you're not forced to be into the military. But in Thailand, you need to complete your military training and go to the camp somewhere there. I don't know, I forgot the name. Saraburi, somewhere that side. They go for camps. So if you have done that, good for you. Okay, next one. Going to page number 113. Okay, now here you've got jobs. There are many jobs there. Okay, you got to match the job with the name. Like number 1 is a firefighter. Firefighter, Tidapherm is number, no number, it's an alphabet J, because we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So number 1, a firefighter, is J, because you see he's running with a hose pipe and he's got that helmet and the fireproof clothes on his body. Number 2, an engineer. Who is an engineer? Where? Engineer should be E, because he's got a computer in his hand, he's got a helmet, and he's got a jacket with a necktie. So he's an engineer. Okay, then comes veterinarian. Veterinarian means the doctor of the animals. You're matching with I. Okay, so you please do it by yourself. Then we have a farmer. Chauna. Yes, farmer is A, because he's got a pig in his hand and he's got a shovel to dig the ground. So farmer. Okay, so very easy. Okay, and then you have the pilot. Pilot is C. Okay, go. Okay, so let's go to activity 10.1.3. Okay, and yes, you got to match. Okay, so please match a journalist. Journalist will be a person who writes in the newspaper. Yes, so number journalist will be matching with 13. A teacher. Teacher is the same, number 2. She works in a school and teaches students. A police officer. Eight, works in a police station and maintains public security. Okay, so like that, it's very easy. You just got to match. And then an accountant will be a person who looks after money. Yes, so an accountant will be number 9, works in a bank. Correct. Works in a bank, keeps records of money. Okay, so a business person has his own business. Okay, so a businessman will be number 11. And a doctor. Doctor will be one who works in a hospital. Works in a hospital and treats patients, number 10. So, a doctor will be number 10. And so go on and write it down. I finish from the first page 114. I finish. So please go to page number 115. 114 I finish. So 115 is up to you. Okay. You got to match. A nurse will be 4. Works in hospitals and helps doctors, and so on and so forth. A pilot flies planes. 6. And then go on. Okay. Now on exercise 10.2. They said, what is your job? You need to write the job there. Like, for example, I drive a car all day. I like talking to my customers. Is a taxi driver. Understand? So now, please read the sentence properly. Understand the meaning of the sentence and then write down what is happening there. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes or 3 minutes, please. Write down the answers of number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, page 115. Number 1, I told you. Number 1 is a taxi driver. Okay, finish. It's very easy, okay? All you need to do is read the sentence carefully, understand the sentence, and match it from 114 and 115, the names of the job. Number 1 I did to you. I drive a car all day. Okay, so that means I'm a taxi driver. 2, I work in an office. I answer the telephone and speak to visitors. Okay, so number 2, I work in an office. I answer the telephone and speak to customers. So it's a businessman, because there's nothing else there. You can't have, I work in an office, I answer the telephone and speak to visitors is a secretary. Yes, no telephone operator is not there. Okay, so number 2, I work in an office, I answer the phone and speak to visitors. So because there is nothing else there, police officer, accountant, nurse, pilot, taxi driver, bus driver, manager, chef, actor, actress, firefighter, waiter, and secretary. Okay, then number 3, I work in the street. My job is hard. When people do bad things, I take them to the police station. Is a police officer. Number 4, I work in a hospital. I help people who are sick. I give them medicine and bring them food. Nurse. So number 3 is nurse, because 3 and 4 was confusing to me. I work in a hospital or in a surgery. You come to see me when you're sick. It's a doctor. Number 6, I work in a shop. I take your money and give you change. It's a businessman. Okay, so somebody working in a garage and repair your car should have been a mechanic, but it's not there. So mechanic, M-A-C-H-A-N-I-C, mechanic, M-A-C-H-I-N-I-C, mechanic. Okay, so finish again. Let's go again. So just thinking whether I couldn't find number 7. So number 1, taxi driver. Number 2, secretary. Number 3, police officer. Number 4, nurse. Number 5, doctor. Number 6, businessman. Number 7, mechanic, the person who repairs your cars. Number 8 is here. Okay. I work in a school or college. I teach children or students. Teacher. I work in a restaurant. I bring your food and take your money. I bring you food and take away your money. Waiter, waitress, waiter. Then, I work in a salon. I cut your hair. Okay. Number 10. I work in a salon. I cut your hair. Hairdresser. It's not there again. So it's a hairdresser. Okay. Number 10. But it's not there. Number 11. I work in a surgery. I look after your teeth. Dentist. Okay. I work in the kitchen of a restaurant or a hotel. I cook the food. I'm a chef. So, one more time, I'll give you all again. Number 1, taxi driver. Number 2, secretary. Number 3, police officer. Number 4, nurse. Number 5, doctor. Number 6, businessman. Number 7, mechanic. Number 8, teacher, professor or lecturer. Number 9, waiter. Number 10, hairdresser, hairsetter. Number 11, dentist. Number 12, chef. Now, let's go to exercise 10.2.2. Okay? And I'm going to ask you questions and you to answer my questions. So, my dear students, get ready to answer my questions. Do you have a job? What's your job? What do you do? Okay. Now, number 2, which person gets a lot of money? Anybody. A doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, yes, they get big money. Which person gets a little money? Maybe the person who cleans the road or a maid. Their salaries are not very much, small salary. Which job is very difficult? Now, so many jobs are there very difficult. To be a doctor is difficult, mind you. Why? Because if you are a doctor, you are handling people's lives. Sometimes their lives is in critical condition, and it's a doctor who tries to save his life, and sometimes impossible. He can't do anything. The person has to go. Which job is easy? There are no jobs that are easy. Now, all jobs have got some limit of difficulty. Like being a teacher, people think it's easy. No, it isn't. Because see, you got to talk and talk and talk and talk for so long. And you need energy to talk so long. And you need to do the job very well. You need to have a knowledge of what you're doing. Moreover, sometimes some students who are in your class are problematic students. They come from broken families, and so you need to handle them very carefully. They're talkative, they don't listen to you, they don't bring the book, they don't do your homework, they just go to the toilet all the time. You need to tolerate those people because they come from broken families and they are asking for attention in another way, not in direct way. Understand? Okay. What job would you like to do? Yeah, any job. Actually, I was supposed to be a lawyer, an advocate, but I didn't like it very much. I studied about 2 years and I gave it up. And I said, no, I want to be a teacher. I love to be a teacher, and here I am. as a teacher. What job would you not like to do? Oh, me, if you ask me to go to the moon, no, I don't want to go up to the moon because I'm scared. I will go up to the moon and not come back again. The plane can get stuck. I not call the plane. The shuttle, the space shuttle may go up and just shut down, or some aliens may come and take me away. I can't come back to Earth again. I don't have a gun to kill them, and maybe they have got super guns than me. So no, I don't want to be an astronaut because going out somewhere in another world is an impossible factor. I don't want to do that. So some people don't like to do many jobs. I could do any other job, but not an astronaut. No, because it's scary, it's scary. Okay, now if you're looking for a job, on page 117, I've given you some job application opportunities. So you could go through them, read through them. So the first one is the Karachi Shipyard and Engineering. This is in India for sure. Karachi is in India. Then Emirates are looking for Ajman taxi drivers required. Okay. Then in Ajman, in the Emirates, okay, they want taxi drivers. Okay, so let's read job opportunities around the place. So the first one is a prestigious public-private partnership company is looking for a competent, self-motivated, dynamic candidate to be an office or an assistant manager. So what are the qualifications? They need degree in business administration, economics, minimum 3 years of experience in coordination, responsible to give support in the area of administration. And then, how do you apply? To apply and for details of the above position, visit the link. So you have to go into the website, okay, and the form is there. The form is online, and you need to go there and apply for a job. The next is going to India, Karachi Shipyard and Engineering Works Limited. So they want accounts department, they want an account assistant, and they want an immediate. So education, they don't need very high qualification, intermediate is enough. He should be able to handle bookkeeping, accountancy, familiar with pressures and volumes, invoices, well versed in MBS Office. Okay, and the next is in Emirates. So you have to have a UAE driving license. Okay, you can't have a Thai driving license. So maybe you could have an international driving license. So you got to walk in there. So you need to be living in Dubai. In Oman or Yemen or Sharjah, those Muslim countries. You need to be living there because they said walk-in interview. So that means you should be a resident or maybe working and living there. Understand? Okay. So if you need any jobs, yes, you have on page 117, you can apply for a job and get a job somewhere soon. Okay, my dear students, my time is up, okay, and I need to say goodbye to you. It's almost around 32 seconds more left. So thank you for being with me and see you again next Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Have a nice day, have a nice weekend. สวัสดีครับ and bye bye.
สถาบันการศึกษาทางไกลเรียนทางไกลต้องทำอย่างไรบ้างการเรียนทางไกลนักศึกษาสามารถเข้ามาดูสื่อที่เป็นวิดีโอหรือสื่อมัลติมีเดียและอ่านจากตำราเรียนได้เลยค่ะแบบทดสอบก่อนเรียนและหลังเรียนต้องทำหรือไม่แบบทดสอบก่อนเรียนเป็นการวัดความรู้ว่านักศึกษามีความรู้มากน้อยแค่ไหนหลังจากที่เราผ่านการทำแบบทดสอบก่อนเรียนบทเรียนต่างๆแล้วนะคะจากนั้นเราจะมาทำแบบทดสอบหลังเรียนก่อนที่จะถึงการสอบปลายภาคที่กำหนดไว้ค่ะติดตามข่าวสารได้ที่ไหนคะเรื่องการติดตามข้อมูลข่าวสารเป็นเรื่องที่สำคัญสำหรับการเรียนทางไกลดังนั้นอยากให้นักศึกษาดูที่หน้าระบบการเรียนเป็นหลักนะคะซึ่งจะมีทีมงานของเราคอยอัปเดตข้อมูลข่าวสารไม่ว่าจะเป็นสอบวันไหนอย่างไรหรือว่าจะเป็นประกาศต่างๆขอให้นักศึกษาอยู่ที่หน้าระบบการเรียนเป็นหลักและที่สำคัญนะคะอยากให้นักศึกษาเข้าเรียนอาทิตย์ละ2 ครั้งถือว่ากำลังดีเลยค่ะ เริ่มเรียนอย่างไรในทางไกลเข้าสู่ระบบเว็บไซต์พิมพ์ข้อความ btude.demyis.com เข้าสู่ระบบใส่รหัสนักศึกษาตามด้วย @bkkthon.ac.th และตามด้วยใส่รหัสนักศึกษาด้านล่างได้เลยค่ะจากนั้นกดไปที่หลักสูตรของฉันทั้งปริญญาตรีและปริญญาโทเลือกรับชมวิดีโอการสอนหรืออ่านตำราในอีบุ๊กได้ตามสะดวกเลยค่ะทำแบบฝึกหัด10คะแนนแบบทดสอบ10คะแนนกิจกรรม20คะแนนและสอบปลายภาค60คะแนนค่ะเมื่อพบข้อสงสัย LINE ID @btude หรือโทรทันที02-800-6800ต่อ2121หรือต้องการคำปรึกษาที่มากกว่าโทร0832247156ดร.โสภัส โสภาพิมุขผู้อำนวยการสถาบันการศึกษาทางไกลแล้วพบกันที่สถาบันการศึกษาทางไกลมหาวิทยาลัยกรุงเทพธนบุรีนะคะ
เมื่อคุณมีเป้าหมายที่จะเรียนสถาบันการศึกษาทางไกลมหาวิทยาลัยกรุงเทพธนบุรีพร้อมที่จะทำให้คุณเรียนและทำงานไปด้วยได้ทั้งงานและความรู้ไม่ต้องห่วงเรื่องเวลาเรียนไม่กระทบงานประจำเรียนได้ทุกสถานที่เรียนได้ทุกเวลาเข้าดูเทปการสอนฟังการบรรยายทำแบบฝึกหัดรับผลคะแนนเพียงเท่านี้คุณก็พร้อมก้าวไปสู่ความสำเร็จให้เราสร้างความภาคภูมิใจให้กับคุณสถาบันการศึกษาทางไกลมหาวิทยาลัยกรุงเทพธนบุรีเปิดรับสมัครแล้ววันนี้02-800-6800-5